Hi folks, today we want to introduce you to some collaborative designers, Eric Lang and Mike Elliott.
Yeah, Mike Elliott and Eric Lang both have a long history of making various games. Mike Elliott has an extensive background in mostly trading collectible card games. The game he's probably most known for before the collaboration would probably be Thunderstone. We don't have the original Thunderstone, but we have the new Thunderstone Advance, but his original design, Thunderstone. Eric Lang, on the other hand, probably his most famous game, I would think, before the collaboration would be Chaos in the Old World, but we do not own that game, unfortunately. But we do have Call of Cthulhu, the card game, which is still going strong, I guess like 7 years after it was made, maybe 8. It's a very popular game. There's still tournaments all over the place for this game, so that's kind of what they did before they got together. The first game that Eric and Mike, to use their first names even though I don't know them very well, collaborated on was Quarriors. And anyone who knows the original Quarriors knows the famous Quarriors 10.
Yeah, this is all too neat and too clean. This reporter dug deep to give you the scoop. I found Mike Elliott's designer diary on BoardGameGeek.com, and he gives you the dirty scoop on all of this collaboration and some of the dark secrets of all of the behind-the-scenes action. For example, when he's talking about Quarriors, he talks about the problems with international relations. And I quote, "I did a lot of preparation for the project. I took several courses on the Canadian language, and by the time Eric arrived, I was saying A at the end of almost every sentence." And when he goes into talking about Dice Masters, was it doomed to fail? Mike Elliott himself admits, Dice Masters started as a bet with Eric Lang. Eric didn't think we could do it, and has since paid me the money he lost on that bet. My master plan is to use the winnings from betting Eric to put my son through college.
It was a $1 bet.
You didn't have to add that part.
Sorry.
There's a lot of information there if you are interested in more of the behind-the-scenes action with Designer Diary.
So yeah, you know, yeah, dice. Those games have a lot of dice.
They do.
So now that you've seen the components for Quarriors, Dice Masters, and other assorted games, we want to talk a little bit about their collaboration. The first thing they collaborated on was Quarriors, and around the same time, Mike Elliott was making one of our favorite games of all times, Star Trek Fleet Captain, so I don't know how he found the time to make Quarriors. But Quarriors is a great dice game where you purchase dice and attack people, and it's a really fun game. That game was the precursor to Dice Masters. Dice Masters is basically designed for 2 players, an amazing 2-player game where you basically go mano-a-mano against each other in a dice chucking game. I love both of them. Both of them hit the top of my all-time favorites list.
I agree, absolutely. If you like to play with dice and you like to attack or collect different things, the Dice Masters is more for the collector side of it, where you can buy separate, packets to add to your deck. But if you don't want to deal with that, the Quarriors comes all neat and ready to go with everything in it. So there's a little bit of awesomeness for everyone. I love these games.
Definitely, check them out.
Kids, Winning at Dice Masters makes you cool.
So check these two games out, and thank you so much for watching.
Cool Catchphrase!